Hey everybody, it's Cowboy here, and we have an awesome clip from this morning's live lab. This is actually from the private group, although it doesn't give out any information that the private group saw. That it's kind of more quote unquote privileged, if you will. It just actually is a recording of a live trade that I took and all of the reasoning behind that trade. So it's really a great thing to see, and I'll include some clips as to how that trade is doing now. Although at the end of the show today, the gorilla did give us some real deep information on what's happening around the world through some of the masters of the universe with which he is in touch. Either way, stick around to the end. I will post some information here showing our website, how to get to us, how to find out what we do. And of course, you could always go to www.algofactory.tech at the bottom of the screen that you're looking at now. If you're on YouTube, our links are all on the main page. All right, enjoy the clip. To my system. If you've gotten that far in the classes, you'll know that I have a point system, and in that case, I could trade that. I just got an alarm for an AUDUSD long. Let's see what that looks like. So that's a breakout long, and let's see, that's a nice looking long. Let's see here. Let's go back in history. Okay, so we're above a lot. Yeah, this is a good looking long. Look at that. I'll be looking to take profit maybe around here if I were to enter this. And what I'm going to do on this one, because the AUD doesn't have quite the same punch that the other stuff does, is I'll look for a pullback and enter this long today. So let me see, I'm on the 18-hour chart, back down to the 18-hour. So this will be the 30-minute chart. I'll roll down to the 5. So what is the ATR on this? 6. So 6 plus 3 is 9. So 10 pips is a safe stop loss. Okay, let me enter this one. Give me just a second, guys and gals. Go to my trade station, AUDUSD, and I'll just go ahead and enter this at market. Price is now 6840. Okay, so 0866 stop loss at 6840, so 6830. Okay, and I'll worry about the take profit later. Okay, so I'm in I'm in this trade here, and I'm going to set my take profit real quick at 69099. Okay. All right, so let me draw some lines so I can translate over to this chart here that you can see, because you can't see my trade station here. Okay, that's the stop. I have it all set up in the same account, so whatever I draw on this on the charts down here is going to appear. You'll see like lines appearing and stuff. So let me clarify this chart up here for you. Okay, I'll get rid of this. Oh, what a beautiful trade. Look at that. So this trade is live. Now I may take some profit on the way on this because it's such a long, it's such a massive risk to reward ratio. But that's the trade. This is like a 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio because it's a multi-day breakout, right? So you just, I mean, you can see it on the screen. I'm not drawing that. I'm drawing that on a different screen, but because it's the same account, it's showing it up. So I'm already very nicely in profit. So let's see here. If I zoom out and we go to a higher time frame, you're going to see that this was a multi-day breakout. And so the way to look at that is to go to, say, the 3-hour. Actually, even the 18-hour is probably better than that. When you have price range for a while, we talked about this yesterday on the show. This price will range for a time, and then it'll break out. and then it'll range, and then it'll break out. Well, price here, as you can see, ranged for like 3 months, March, April, May, June. So yeah, about 3 months price ranged in this area. It had a deviation out of the range, but popped back into the range. And now the higher time frame is very bullish. So it's broken out, and it broke out even higher than this. I could have taken a breakout at this range, but the algo wasn't there for me to do it. I needed it to break out, retest, and then break out again. So on a lower time frame, what does that look like? Say on the 3 hour. So on the 3 hour time frame, what it did was it broke out of the range, and then we had that news, we had the FOMC, and that crushed it back down. And then after the FOMC, it still broke out above. So even despite the strong news of the FOMC, the trend remained intact, and the higher time frame bias is bullish. So I'm able to go ahead and take this trade because it broke out of the new high that was created, and it was killed by FOMC, and I was looking for that. So because it's a multi-month breakout trade, I just went ahead and entered at market as soon as I saw the signal happen. And so what'll happen is that once you have a good algorithm, people, you'll get like I just saw where the screen pinged and you got a signal, right? And then you know, okay, it's time to like possibly enter the trade. So you go, you take a look, you make sure all of the metrics line up, and then you enter it. And if you are an aggressive trader, then you can actually set what's called a stop order to where it automatically enters for you. The only issue with the stop order is you don't know what your stop loss is supposed to be, and your stop loss is going to determine your risk size. So, I mean, I could kind of take a guess and then just adjust the stop, and that's possible. I could look at like a range, like ATR kind of goes between, this and that on the 5 minutes. So, I could estimate that way. Maybe I'll develop a way to do that. But for now, look at this trade. We're already pretty much at a 1-to-1 profit. We're, my risk is almost met right now. So this is a beautiful trade. I'll go to a low time frame, and then we gotta, I think these. Okay, everybody, just a quick update on the trade that I took live on the show this morning. It went ahead and it broke out, formed basically a bull flag type formation. So price kind of stayed in that same area here for a short period of time and then broke above it. It broke above, came back down to retest it, and now it's above that. So I went ahead and moved my stop loss right to here, to this area. You can see the arrow, the big writing there, 68525. Basically that means if price stops out, I will be above a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So risking, let's just pretend I put $1,000 on this. Even if it stops out, I've won maybe $1,100-$1,200. Right now I'm closer to a 3-to-1, so I'm probably sitting at, if it was $1,000, it'd be around $2,500 win if I were just to exit right now. But this was a breakout trade, and it's got a lot of potential. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, and either way, it's in permanent profit right now. So figured I'd just show that to you before the end of the clip. Hope you enjoyed it. So we are live every weekday, 8:30 AM EST, giving out free content. Come check us out on YouTube. Come talk to us. Go over to the website. That's www.algofactory.tech. Again, www.algofactory.tech. And for a limited time promotional offer, we are giving out memberships at $49.99 a month. There's a ton that we're offering over there. Come see what that's about. Also, you can see our Twitter link. All the links are up on YouTube. Come talk to us on social media. See us on the live YouTube videos. We hope to see you soon.